I might lose my farm because of the government. I got in bed with the government. I was promoting getting in bed with the...
He voted for Trump. You guys have seen his videos, right? And now he's making videos being like, I don't want people that are on the political side of TikTok to see this. I want to talk to farmers. Well, hold on. Give it a sec. It's very hard for people to get past the fact that you voted for the person that put you in this situation in the first place. And every other video where I see people asking him, do you regret it? He goes, oh yeah, but Biden is not the reason why you're in this situation right now. And you not admitting that, accepting it, getting it through your head really shows people that you learned nothing. You are asking for help. Who do you think this help is going to come from? Do you think it's going to come from other people who also voted for Trump that are also in trouble right now? No. It's going to come from people like me. And while you guys think we're so cruel and heartless and horrible people, you think all of us are horrible. None of us wanted people like you, farmers, to lose their farms. We don't want you to be in a situation where you can't feed your animals and the animals are starving. We don't want to be in a situation where everybody goes hungry because farmers are failing and they're losing their farms and our agricultural system is going down the drain. That is why we voted for Kamala. And you trying to extricate that from this entire conversation, being like, no, I just want to talk about farm, is impossible. If you learn nothing, you are bound to repeat it. And we are in this fucking mess because of people like you. And a lot of comments are telling him and are making fun of him and are being like, yeah, FAFO. But the thing is, at the end of the day, none of us want to be in the FO stage. You guys FA'd, and we're all gonna FO. Because if your farm fails and other farms fail, none of us are going to have food. It's that simple. With taxes going up and tariffs going up, we're screwed. The least you could do right now is educate yourself.
I lost my job on Thursday night, along with 200,000 other people in my department or my division. Despite what most people think, we're not all just lazy government employees. I worked really, really hard. I was one of the top performing people in Wisconsin. I was in charge of 37 counties in Wisconsin. You divide Wisconsin in half. I had half of Wisconsin that I dealt with in my job. I kept getting more responsibilities because of my performance. I worked really, really hard. I've been there 8 years. My managers had no idea until I did that I was terminated. They fell to their knees and cried along right with me. They had no idea. And I'll be okay. I've already appealed. I'm gonna fight for my job back. I took an oath of office to fight for this administration. And although I don't agree what's happening or what's going on, please, I don't want to hear the negative stuff. I don't want to hear it. We're going through it right now. All us government, all us federal employees are going through it. So just remember that before you say lazy and government employees, because a lot of my colleagues are the most hardworking people, and we do it because we love it. We love the mission. Our mission in NRCS was helping people help the land, and I loved it, and I was so proud of it. And I'm absolutely devastated. I don't know where I'm going to go from here. I'm lost right now. And I could really use your help and your support. I don't want money. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I just want my friends. But please refrain from the negative comments because it's not going to do anybody any good. We just need support right now. We need help. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get really, really, really bad. Nobody's safe. So that's what's going on. It happened Thursday night. I lost my voice because I've been crying so much. I'm not well, but I wanted to get on here and let you guys know what's going on because I could really use my friends.
When they came for people of color, you said nothing. When they came for immigrants, you said nothing. When they came for gay people, you said nothing. When they came for trans people, you said nothing. When they came for women, you said nothing. When they came for children, you said nothing. But now that it's finally affecting your friends, your family, yourself, your husband, now you want to say something? Because obviously you can't have any empathy, unless it actually affects you. You keep saying that leftists are too emotional. They're snowflakes, that they have too much emotion for people. Have you ever thought about the fact that maybe you just don't know what empathy is? Maybe it's because you've never been loved in your life, so you don't know how to have compassion for other people. Maybe the radicalized people, the people who are too woke, maybe they just have kindness in their hearts.
If you voted for Trump, I want this video to stay rent-free in your head forever. You are responsible for so much damage in this world because you are not emotionally responsible for yourself. They are actively trying to dismantle our country. Enemies of this country. You voted for enemies of this country. The world's going to know that. I know reading is hard, but you need to learn how to read a room. Test us.
I got a question for everyone who voted for Trump because they thought he would fix the economy. Who are you blaming for the fact that the cost of eggs has continued to rise even though he's president right now? Who are you going to blame when the cost of our produce skyrockets because hundreds, if not thousands, of undocumented immigrants did not show up for work yesterday and therefore did not pick our produce because they were afraid that they were going to get deported? Who are you going to blame for that? You can't blame Biden. They didn't show up because they didn't want to be deported. Biden wasn't trying to deport them. Who's trying to deport them? Who are you blaming for when the cost of everything that we import from China, Canada, and Mexico goes up because the tariffs that are being imposed on them are being now offset onto us? Who are you blaming for that? Biden? He's not the one imposing tariffs on these countries. Trump is. And those tariffs are not paid for by the country. The country does not pay the tariff in order to import the goods to us. The country imports the goods to us, and in order for the importer here in America, the American buyer, to pick up those goods, they have to pay the tariff first. And so they turn around and put that cost back on us. Who are you blaming for that? Oh, it's going to encourage companies to start manufacturing here in America. We don't have the infrastructure for that. They have never spent the money to build the factories to make those specific goods that we import from other countries because they didn't need to. We get it from other countries. Now, who is going to pay to build the factories and the other infrastructure required to now make those goods here and pay workers here at our minimum wage and not whatever it is they make in their country? Who is going to pay for that? And when the cost of everything increases because of needing to build this infrastructure, who are you going to blame for that? Are you going to blame Biden? Because Biden isn't the one who imposed a tariff on these countries in order to encourage companies, and I say in order, in quotes, because we know that's not what it was about, in order to encourage these countries to start manufacturing here. You can't blame Biden. Trump is the reason the prices of everything are about to go up. Trump is the reason. And you fucking voted for this shit.
So, because of Trump, I just lost my job. Yeah. In fact, my entire department just lost their jobs. I was one of the head research analysts in charge of discovering how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. But according to our government, that answer doesn't matter anymore. I mean, all those years, all that research, it's just gone. And you know the craziest part is now the world may never know the answer to how much wood could a woodchuck chuck. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening.
So that disgusting human being that calls himself the president, that orange wannabe dictator, is sitting in the Oval Office today, and he gets asked if he's going to go to the site where that plane and helicopter collided and killed 64 Americans today. And his response is, "You want me to go swimming?" Can you fucking believe this guy? He is a disgrace to the presidency, a disgrace to the United States of America, and he's a fucking disgrace as a human being. No empathy in his fucking heart at all for all the lives that were lost, nothing. But he wants to make smart-ass fucking jokes because he's a real fucking tough guy. We need to impeach this son of a bitch immediately. Immediately.